Hi and hello, welcome to online biology classes because of Ideal Others Educational Institution and your. I am Sadish Kumar going to take down the class regarding the topic of science, biology, unit number 17, reproduction in plants and animals. Today we are going to be seeing about the third topic, important topic of the human reproduction, the menstrual cycle process of ovulation. So it is one of the basic thing for the reproduction of the human beings. So the cyclic event that takes place in the rhythmic fashion during the reproductive periods of woman is called a menstrual cycle, which is takes place on the woman, which is takes place after the puberty. And the human females, the menstrual cycle starts the age of 11 to 13 years, which marks the onset of a puberty, and it is called menarche, and which causes then around 48 to 50 years of age. This is called stage is called an menopause. So the menarche stage is nothing but which starts the menstruation, that is after puberty. Then menopause, which is stopped the menstruation, the female they are unable to reproduce. The reproductive period is marked by the characteristics even repeated almost of every month. In physiologically, is a normal woman to 28 days with the mirror variation. So in from the menstrual follows. So the menstrual cycle, which is takes place 28 days in once, which consists of four important phases, and some of the physical and environmental condition due to the temperature, the date it will be varied from a minor variation from the women's, which is not common to all. The menstrual cycle consists of four phases. So number one is called in menstrual or distractive phases, which is takes place to 4 to 5 days. And second one is called follicular or proliferative phase, which is takes place from day number 6 to 13. And ovulatory phase, which is takes place on the day of 14. And luteal phase, which is takes place from day number 15 to 28. So the four different phases are available, and this is the diagrammatic representation of the menstrual cycle. What are the changes which is takes place from the all the stages is indicated very clearly. First one is called a menstrual phase, the endometrium of the sets, and second one is called an follicular phase, the development of egg and all other things. Then ovulation phase, that is a thickening of endometrium, and last one is called an luteal phase, which is the get ready for the next stage. So these phases shows the stimulationist synchronicity of the event in the both way ovary and the uterus, which is takes place on the ovary and the uterus. Changes in the ovary and the uterus is induced by the pituitary hormone LH, luteinizing hormone, and FSH, that is called follicular stimulating hormone, and ovarian hormone estrogen and progesterone, which is mainly controlled by the pituitary hormone LH and FSH. Then ovarian hormone estrogen and progesterone, which is conducted by the menstrual phase. And this is the very important question, what are the changes, what are the stages behind the menstrual cycle. First one, the menstrual phase, which is takes place on 4 to 5 days. The changes in the ovary, development of the primary follicle, and break down the uterus endometrial and leads into the bleeding, which starts bleeding in the form of blood, and hormonal changes, decrease in the progesterone and estrogen. Second one, follicular phase, which is takes place on 6 to 13 days. The primary follicles grow and become fully mature Graafian follicles, and endometrium regulates through the proliferation. FSH and estrogen is increased. And ovulatory phase, it's a third phase, 14th day it will be takes place. The Graafian follicle is ruptured and released into the ovum, increase in the endometrial thickening. So LH in the form of PK. So this is the very important period. The eggs are more active, and by the same time they are get ready for reproduction. So which is indicated by means of the ovulatory phase. Then remaining two phases are pupillatory phase, which is indicating the primary development, and especially from the menstrual stage the old eggs are released, comes out, and new eggs are formed. And the last stage is the luteal phase, which is takes place from day number 15 to 28. The epithelial Graafian follicles developed into the corpus luteum. The endometrium is prepared for the implantation, and the fertilization takes place. The fertilization does not occur in the corpus luteum. The degenerates of the uterine walls and rupture, they starts the unfertilized eggs is expelled. The LH and FHS decrease, the corpus luteum is produced progesterones. It leads to increased by the decline of the menstrual bleeding occurs. It is a last stage. If the sperm cell is not fertilized with the ovum is totally degenerated and they are comes out in the form of bleeding. It is a last stage of the menstrual cycle. Then the egg cell, it is almost in the form of inactive substance. They are comes out or they are start from the first stage of the menstrual cycle or the first stage of menstrual phases, because the cell is a inactive stage. And this is the diagrammatic representation which is given on your textbook. And by the same time, the menstrual cycle stage is an important 7-mark question. It may be asked from the examination. And the information bit, the menstruation is a periodical phenomenon that a continuous form of puberty and a menopause. The menstruation which starts from the puberty up to this menopause, it will be happen is released, the ovum is not fertilized by the sperm. When it will be takes place, the egg cell is not fertilized or there is no interaction between the sperm cell and the egg cell. They are comes out in the form of that menstruation. The lack of menstruation which is indicate that pregnancy. If the menstruation is not takes place, the particular woman, she may be in the form of pregnancy. And the next one, the fertilization of fetal development. The fertilization in the human is the internal and occurs in the oviduct of the female genital tract. It is a internal fertilization takes place inside of the body and it is takes place on the genital tract of the female. Then this is the diagrammatic representation. First diagram, this which is explained that the process of fertilization, the sperm cell is fused with the egg cell, so that is called the fusion of male and female gamete is called an fertilization. And the fertilization which is leads into the gradual development of the egg cell, which is undergo for various types of cell division, and they are gradually 2 cell to 4 cell, 4 cell to 8 cell, 8 cell to 16 cell, the formation of various stages. It is takes place usually in the ampulla of the fallopian tube, and oocyte is live for the both 24 hours. So it is takes place within 24 hours after it is released from the Graafian follicles. The fertilization must be takes place within 24 hours. That means the ovulation process which is takes place only one day, that is for 14th day. From that day itself only the egg cells are active in the form of 24 hours. The sperm enter into the ovum and fuse when it resulting the formation of zygote. So zygote is a diploid form, 50% of character from father side and 50% of character from the mother side. They are in the form of zygote. So zygote is always in the form of diploid. The process is called fertilization. Two haploid cells are fused together. They are converted into in the form of fertilization. The zygote is a fertilized ovum. So after the fertilization, the zygote in the form of fertilized ovum. The cleavage and formation of blastula. The first cleavage takes place about 30 hours after the fertilization. So cleavage is nothing but the formation of a cavity in between the cells, so which takes place after 30 hours. This is the diagrammatic representation. The cleavage, the first cell, the 2 cell is converted into 4 cell, 4 cell is converted into 8 cell, and formation of blastula and blastocyst. Then they are converted into in the form of gastrulation. After the gastrulation, the implantation of the cell is takes place. Implantation is nothing but they are fixed from the uterus. So once the cell is fixed on the uterus, is undergo for various kinds of organogenesis. Then the cleavage is a series of rapid mitotic division of the zygote form the mini cell is called blastula. The blastula is otherwise called an blastocyst, which comprise of the outer layer, the smaller cells, the inner mass of larger cell. The two different cells are differentiated, and the formation of middle layer in the presence of a soft cell, that is called an blastocyst, which is takes place after the cleavage or after the first division. So which is takes place on after 30 hours. And implantation, that is a fixation of the egg cell, the blastocyst, the fertilized reaches into the uterus and get implanted on the uterus. So the egg cell is implanted on the uterus. The process, the attachment of blastocyst, the uterine wall, endomorium wall is called an implantation. The fertilization egg is implanted about 6 to 7 days after the fertilization. It is not an immediate process. It is a slow process, and the egg is undergo for division and itself, and they are get ready for developed into the embryo, or they are developed into the new fetus. So it will be takes place on 6 to 7 days. After 6 to 7 days, they are confirmed the growth and they are permanently fixed on the uterus, and they are converted into the baby. Next one, gastrulation, the transposition of blastula into the gastrulo and the formation of primary germ layer, endotome, mesodome, ectodome, mesodome, and endodome by the rearrangement of the cell is called gastrulation. This is takes place after the process of implantation. So we know very well all the cell, the egg cell which consists of three layer like that. This also consists of outer ectodome, inner endodome, middle mesodome, which is development for the gastrulation. And the information bait, normally one egg mature in the ovary for each month. Each month our female reproductive system which is produced by only the one egg. The ovulation is a rupture in the follicle released in the form of egg and ovum. So the ovulation, that means from the Graafian follicle itself, the mature egg cell, they are comes out, they are get ready for the fertilization or the interaction, that is called an ovulation, which is done by the process of egg and ovum. And the uterus is prepared itself for the fertilized egg is every month. Then each and every month the uterus was get ready, so the egg cell it will becomes inside of the uterus, and they are become into in the form of embryo. Then uterine is lining become the thick and spongy implantation of fertilized egg. The inside of the uterus there will be a hair like outgrowth. The hair like outgrowth is always in the form of spongy, and implantation and fertilized eggs are takes place inside of this uterus. Because of the reason the egg cells are very soft in nature, and by the same time they are maintained in the progeny in the form of a new individual which is carried by the uterus. So the uterus was prepared itself for each and every month. And the events to leading to the when the fertilization occur and does not occur. So when the fertilization occur, when the fertilization is not occur, the fertilization takes place, the corpus luteum is precise and continues to secrete the progesterone, maintain the thickened and state of uterine wall, and prevent the maturation of another follicle till the pregnancy. So which is takes place and which is prevented by the same time of the uterine wall is become thick, and production of the new egg cell to end of the pregnancy. Once the pregnancy is takes place, the new cell is cannot be produced. If the pregnancy is not takes place, the new cells are formed. It is a common phenomenon. That means there is no fertilization behind that. And if the fertilization is not occur, the corpus luteum is degenerated, the egg cell is get degenerated, the egg is disintegrates, and uterine is lining slowly breaks and discharged in the form of blood and mucus or mucus, the leading to the menstrual event. So if the egg cell is not fertilized, what will be happen? It is slowly degenerated and they are comes out in the form of mucus. Mucus is nothing but it is in the form of fluid. They are comes out through the menstrual event for the form of blood. In the form of blood, they are consist of a little bit quantity of progesterone and estrogen. They are leads down into the menstruation cycle. And organogenesis, the organogenesis is nothing but the organogenesis by means the development of the new organ or formation of new organ from the embryo. It is the establishment of the germ layer is namely ectodome, mesodome, endodome, initiate and final phase of the embryonic development. Once all three layers are get developed, then they are converted into the embryo. The embryo is undergo for mitotic cell division, and they are start into the formation of new organ from different periods of incubation and different periods of time. This is called an organogenesis. And during the organogenesis, the various organs of the fetus is established from the different germ layer and attaining their functional state. That means ectodome, endodome, and mesodome. Each and every type of germ layer, they are produced by different types of organ and different types of time duration, because each and every type of layer they have the capacity to produce with a different types of organ and different types of duration. Then formation of placenta. The placenta is a very important. The placenta is a disc-shaped structure attached in the uterine wall of the temporary association between the development of the embryo and the maternal tissues. So the placenta which play the vital role to preventing the baby and by the same time which is supplied with the nutrition and the oxygen, by the same time which is carried with the excretory material in the form of blood from they have some kind of transport and transaction between the nutrient and excretory material from mother to the fetus, and it allow the exchange of food material. I already told you, diffusion of oxygen, excretion of nitrogenous waste, and the elimination of carbon dioxide. Nitrogenous waste is nothing but in the form of urea, uric acid, and ammonia, depending upon all types of mammal. A cord is containing a blood vessel is contact a placenta, and the fetus is called an umbilical cord. And finally, it is called an umbilical cord, which play the vital role up to the birth. The umbilical cord and the placenta, which is control all the activities of the baby, and which is play the vital role for transporting and exchanging material from mother to the fetus. Without a placenta, there is no connection, there is no interaction between the mother and the fetus. So this is the human embryonic and fetal development which is takes place on the fertilized egg and various kinds of the cell, 2 cell stage, 4 cell stage, 8 cell stage, 16, and blastocyst. After that the baby is developed. So everything is explained in the form of diagrammatic representation. And the pregnancy or gestation, so it is a time period which is the embryo is attained the development of the uterus. That means the embryo is implanted in the uterus and is slowly developed. Normally the gestation period of human being lasts about 280 days. The pregnancy period of the human being is around 280 days. During the time of pregnancy, the uterus is expanded up to 500 times in the normal. So they are having an enlarged abdominal cavity. Then parturition, that means the childbirth. The parturition is the explosion of the young one from the mother's. The uterus is getting a gestation. The oxytocin from the posterior pituitary stimulates the uterine and contraction and provide the force of expel of the baby from the uterus and causing a birth. So the command which is given by the pituitary gland, they are forced to pull out or push out outside of the uterus to the vagina. Then sometimes the ovaries is released the 2 egg, each is fertilized in the different sperm and resulting is called non-identical twins. So that means that it's information bit non-identical twins. A single egg is fertilized then divided into 2 fetus, that is called an identical twins. From 1 egg they are converted into 2 identical twins, so that is called an identical twins. Then 2 different types of eggs are fertilized by the separate sperm, that is called non-identical twins. Identical twins are look similar and non-identical twins are look different. Then lactation, that is a production of milk. The process of milk production after the childbirth from the mammary gland from the mother is called lactation. The first fluid which is released from the mammary gland, the child is called an colostrum, in Tamil seamball, which consists of all types of nutrition. So at the time of the mammary gland, they are inactive stage. Once the childbirth takes place from the mother, the mammary gland they are converted into milk secreting gland, and by the same time they are secreted by the milk. The milk is a primary source of the fetus. They are consuming the milk. From that itself they are going to be developed, and by the same time the milk is a primary source and they are providing with all quantity of nutrients sufficient. And milk production from the alveoli of the mammary gland is stimulated by the prolactin. The hormone prolactin is secreted by anterior pituitary. The ejection of milk is stimulated by the posterior pituitary. Hormone is called oxytocin. 2 different types of hormone, prolactin and oxytocin, which is controlled over the milk production and the milk ejection from the breast of the female to the fetus. Then milk which is comes out once the fetus they can suck from the blood, and there will be a small quantity of amylase which is available on the saliva, which is inducing the milk secretion. Next one, the information bit. The milk produced by the breast during the 2 to 3 days is called colostrum. It contains a immune substance and provides the immunity to the newborn, which is essential for the baby. That means the newborn is recovered all quantity of immunity power, and by the same time, which provide some kind of antibacterial immunity, and they have some kind of nutritional value. So the mother feeding is very important, and by the same time minimum 6 months of mother feeding, which is good to the fetus or good to the baby, and which is provided with all quantity of immunity power, and they have some kind of disease resistant and antibacterial resistant, which consists of the mother's milk. So next class we are going to be seen about the reproductive health. And thank you very much. I'm Sadish Kumar from Biological Science Department. If you are like this video, please comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.